Hi, I'm Antón Castellanos Usigli, co-chair of the Youth Initiative Committee of the World Association for Sexual Health, and I'm here with Dr. Sara Nasserzadeh. She's a sex and relationship expert, and she also is a chair of the Middle East Sexual Health Committee at the World Association for Sexual Health. Sara, thanks for accepting this interview.
Thank you very much for being here.
I want to begin by asking you, in your opinion, what are the greatest sexual health challenges faced by young people living in the Middle East?
Well, I think that's a very broad question and very important one. Let's see if I can make it as short as possible.
Okay.
So, I think the greatest challenge would be being exposed to this globalization and all the internet and social media, getting the information from across the globe. So in a way, you're a global person, exposure to all this information and all that. And on the other hand, what you're facing day to day is your cultural values and the personal values that you were brought up with that are not always seeing eye to eye with this information that you receive from the global sources. I would say that would be the biggest challenge.
The biggest challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. What about LGBT youth living in the Middle East?
Well, LGBT youths and I would say they will find it very difficult because they will be isolated. Well, it's frowned upon, even if it's not, legally prosecution, even if they're not legally prosecuted for that, which they are in certain countries within the Middle East. Even apart from that, because culturally it's frowned upon, that's why they might find themselves isolated. They feel it's only me, something is wrong with me. And to be honest, I receive lots of emails if I could fix them. And I always respond back to say, there's nothing wrong with you to be fixed. So you just enjoy your sexuality, and they just need to learn how to deal with it within their sociocultural context. That's all.
Okay. Do you think that young people in the Middle East, they are sufficiently involved in sexual health issues that concern them, or in sexual health promotion, or do you see apathy about the subject?
Well, apathy from the young people's side, you mean? Well, I wouldn't quite put it that way, to be honest, because I think maybe they want to be involved, but there are not as many institutional support for them to be involved. Let's say, for example, you live in a country that you don't even have an NGO to support young people. Where can you go? Maybe you have that little activist in you, you want to raise a voice, you want to do something, but where to go, right? And in certain countries within Middle East, we have local NGOs who are very, very active. They reach out to young people and all that. But rather than that, I really don't think they're as involved. And just mind you, this is not only for Middle East. Unfortunately, the way that the political system works, run by adults for young people in most countries, they really leave out the young people that they're supposed to serve. So that's the global issue, I would say. Maybe even... maybe more so in countries like in the regions like Middle East or Africa or East European countries, that they don't have that institutional support for young people, to involve young people.
And finally, Sara, if you could send a message to all the young people living in the Middle East regarding the sexual health challenges that they are facing, what would that message be?
Well, first of all, I salute you all out there in the Middle East or elsewhere. Second of all, I would like you to know that sexual health and being sexually healthy is more than being disease-free. So you need to be really happy with who you are, with your sexual preference, with what you're experiencing in your everyday life. And sexuality is not only being sexy with other people or, being sexual with other people. It's just being content with who you are. And just embrace it, enjoy it. So that would be the first message. The second one would be, don't sit at home, feel isolated. Get connected, get out there. Hopefully while you're watching us, I assume that you have internet access, or somehow, that's why this is going on YouTube, right?
Yes.
You can see us. And so hopefully if you can do that, you can access some sort of information. And actually, in the Middle East, I'm very, very proud of young people in the Middle East because they started finding good information and translating it into languages that their peers would understand and share it with one another. Continue doing that, you're doing a great job. And also, feel free to get connected with our vibrant young people at the Youth Initiative at the World Association for Sexual Health. We are waiting for you, that's why we created this initiative, so we look forward to get connected. And that's it really. Just a message to my people, the language that, you know, we connect. So I would like to end by wishing you all health, especially good sexual health. And تندرست و شاد باشین and مع السلامة.
Okay. You can check the WAS Youth Initiative at youthinitiativewas.org, and you can search us on Facebook, Youth Sex Health, and also on Twitter, Youth Sex Health. And Sara, thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Pleasure.